welcome to Fortnite Vegas Hardcore Roulette, episode 43, and final. Yes, this is the finale of Fortnite Vegas Hardcore Roulette, but we're not doing the dam just quite yet. There's no more quests to do, but this being the last episode, I think we should remember the journey we've been on. And here's where it all began. Back at episode 1, we were shot in the head by Benny and we're going to be buried right here. Now this is going to be difficult because I revived Easy Pete and he's going to be particularly angry at me. So I'm going to skirt around the edge of town and I'm going to very much hope that he doesn't attack me, that he's not around. I imagine he'll be on the steps of the Prospector Saloon where he usually hangs out, but I don't actually know. Next thing, we finally awoke here to Doc Mitchell. We rolled our first rolls in the Vegas Esther. Went over here for our stupid personality test and rolled for our tag skills. Later we came back and murdered the good doctor. We ended up stood over here and as he was shooting us, we managed to just take him down. I think that was our first real close call. And I can now hack his floor safe. And I may as well take what's inside. And then after that, the Battle of Good Springs Road. The last person to fall, I think, was Sunny Smiles over here. The Powder Gangers chased her all around town. But here she fell. Easy Pete's right there. Oh god, Easy Pete's right there. I can't see Cheyenne. We'll have to just pay our respects to Cheyenne generally, rather than at her body. And the last important person, if we can get there without the easy one seeing us and smiting us, was Trudy. I put in the back of this pickup. Rest in peace, Trudy. And there we have, in all his glory, the easy one himself. Easy Pete. I hope he finds a way to forgive me. I'll pray to him every day. Oh no, he's seen me! Oh god, run, run, run! Oh, he seems to have stopped there. Oh, that's dynamite! He's still very angry at me. Two legends come face to face. See if we can get a better shot without dying. Easy. Please. Peace. Peace. Fine. We'll run away for now. He seems to not want us around. And this was the first real trip we made. From Good Springs all the way down to Prim. We visited the NCRCF God knows how many times as well. I'm not going over there again. While we're coming up to Prim, I need to start thinking about making decisions because I have about 10,000 caps on me. And I need to consider how I'm going to invest that. Because going into the dam, I want to be as strong as possible. I need to be considering, in terms of sniping weapons, is my Ghost Rifle good enough? Should I try an antimaterial rifle? What if it's not as good as I think they are? What if the Ghost Rifle's better? Do I buy an antimaterial rifle and test it out? I could perhaps make enough money to make that work. I mean, I've got already quite a bit of ammo for it saved away in case I need it. But it is very heavy. Do I get my guns repaired? Because that's a lot of money. I don't know, because they're in quite low condition. Ah, Prim. We got here and we rescued you, didn't we?
So much for the might of the NCR.
That was our first real dungeon, wasn't it? It was the first real sort of place we went in on our own and had to deal with enemies that while we were very isolated from people. Like at Goodsprings we had backup, but here we didn't. Not in the Bison Steve. Johnson.
Hey there, youngster.
And of course Edie. Oh, who can forget Edie? We didn't do much with Edie, but you know, I feel like we've still got a connection. Never returned Advance's 9mm submachine gun. That's still in a box in Novak. We raided the Bison Steve Hotel. I don't think we did any of the top floors, and I don't intend to do that now. But there is a safe that I may as well do while I'm in the area that I couldn't do before. I've got a feeling this might have a unique in it, so I am going to take the locksmith reed. Oh, wait, no, I could have just taken Mentats. What is my special on now? Not my special. What? Yeah, I could do it. I didn't need to. Oh, brilliant! I don't even need to use it because right here there's a unique weapon. Lucky. Brilliant. I'm glad we came back for it. At this point in the series, I thought I was probably going to make it halfway to Novak and then die. I did not think I was going to get any further, really. I remember back at this stage when I snuck around some ants. Can't imagine that now, sneaking around ants. I go and kill 20 of them for the XP, just and for the fun of it. The guy in here is the best, you know, repairsman in the game, and I might have to talk to him and see what I can do about my weapons, because he's
Been doing a lot of good work out there, setting an example for the others. I know Ranger Jackson appreciates it.
he is very expensive, and I'm going to
Alright, then.
gasp when I see how much this is going to cost me, I think. I don't want to sell that, or repair that to be honest, but the Ghost Rifle, 2,500 caps. The Riot Shotgun, 4,500 caps. Those up to 100% would be incredible. The Ghost Rifle definitely needs to be repaired, and it needs to be up to 100%, so I'm going to do that now. That hurt. The Riot Shotgun is going to take us down to about 2,000 caps. It's going to be the lowest we've been in ages. But I think we've got to do it. I think we have to. I'm not going to repair anything else we don't need to. And walking up that hill was the birth of Wallington. I did a roll for a level up or something like that, or asked a question. And the famous meme of, here's a map of Wallington was born. Big up the Wallington Massive in chat. Visited the Nipton Town Hall, but didn't manage to get everything because we couldn't get into the safe at the back, or the door at the back. So I'm just going to give that a visit and see if we can do that now. Got a feeling it's going to be 75, which... Oh no, it's only an average lot. Oh, we can do that easily. And we're in this storeroom, which I didn't think we'd ever do. Oh, I remember how much trouble the dogs caused me in this area. I remember I got bitten so much. I got absolutely taken out of that upstairs door. I mean, I got absolutely taken out most places, really. But this ambush tends to respawn quite frequently, so I'd imagine they're going to be here. I might as well just walk straight into it, really. I mean, I can take it now. Can't see them yet. Oh, no, they are there. Oh, I can't resist getting the drop on them. Come on, then. Oh, I don't have to use my full ammo. That's smart move. Saving condition. I thought we'd crash, but nope. The Raider goes into the stratosphere. As intended. Now they're dead. So, all ends well. So, all's well ends well. And we're out of normal ammo in that now. I'm very silly, because I was meant to be going to see normal companions on this trip, but I've just realised that I went right up to the Mojave outpost and didn't go in and see Cass. I mean, to be honest, even though she said goodbye to me and was really nice, I mean, she likes me on her own anyway. She likes a bottle. I'm sure she'll find her own way out of there. Seeing me would probably just... I don't know, not upset her, but I don't think she needs to see me right now. Well, that's my justification for it anyway. If we look down there, there's bloody searchlight. That place nearly got me. Further on, Cottonwood Cove. That place nearly got me. Or the fort did at the very least. Oh. Okay, let's close the distance on him. Jesus. Okay, right, let's... This has actually turned into trouble very quickly. We're going to take a doctor's bag. Probably need another one, actually. We're going to take a stim pack ×2. We've got enough of them now. And who's got the grenade rifle now? Is it you? You're going to pay for that, sunshine. Bloody hell. Viper Gunslingers nearly kills us at level 38, I think we're on. Is it 38? I might be up. 33, they're going to say that was too high. You're a prick, sunshine. If that isn't an omen for what's about to happen, then nothing is. NCR taking on and beating some of the Legion there. I think that's the way it's going to go in the main battle, but the NCR aren't going to win for long. And Novak. I mean, this is the place that we made our home eventually, but Novak was such a relief to get to that first time, because it meant safety, and we'd not seen that ever since the Mojave Outpost when we set off. All that journey that we just did, and was relatively easy for us, was so difficult the first time. But now we just walked through it. I mean, there was a few dangers there, but we went out of our way to find it. And the first time around, I definitely wasn't doing that. Into the box goes Lucky. Nothing else to go in, I don't think, but... Since we might die at the dam, I think it's time to go through every weapon, every unique, every thing that I thought was significant enough to keep in this box. The weapons I have. The All-American, Annabelle, Big Boomer, Cattle Prod, Chopper, Cleansing Flame, Dinner Bell, Displacer Glove, Dress Cane, Grease Lightning, Knock Knock, Liberator, Love and Hate, Lucky, Machete Gladius, Maria, Nephi's Golf Driver, Paciencia, Pew Pew, the Pulse Gun, the Q-35 Matter Modulator, Rat Slayer, Recompense for the Fallen, the Spirtle Wood 9700, that gun, the Smithy Special, this machine, Thump Thump, the Van Graff's Plasma Rifle, and Vance's 9mm submachine gun. That is a lot of weapons, and I know there's a lot more out there. Some of them we can't quite get yet, some of them I haven't even considered getting yet. If we survive this, I will make it my mission to find the rest of them. Absolutely. But for now, we can't really do much more with them. That is still a lot of weapons. And not all of them are unique, but they're all at least rare. And most of them are unique. In terms of armour, what we've got in the boxes, some of it's useful, and some of it's because I liked it, and some of it's because it's more unique or rare. So I've got the Advanced Radiation Suit, the Boomer Flight Suit and Helmet, Caesar's Armour, the Chinese Stealth Armour and Helmet, the Combat Armour Mark II. That was with us for so long. That was our mainstay until we, I think, changed to the Chinese Stealth Armour. That was with us for a long time. The Fire Helmet, the Followers Doctor Coat, Legion Praetorian Armour, the NCR Ranger Patrol Armour, the Police Hat, the Ranger Helmet, the Remnant's Power Armour Helmet, the Spacesuit, the Spacesuit Helmet, the T-45D Power Armour Set, the T-51 Power Armour Helmet. I didn't take the body for that because it was Brotherhood aligned and I needed to sell it, I think. The Van Graff's Issued Armour, the Vested Ranger Outfit, and a few things we actually use for things rather than just having it because it was nice. This is going to be the last time I might ever see this room. The room I've spent so much time in, walking from one side to the other to test the speed of my armours, putting stuff in the box and sleeping. I've slept here more than anywhere else. I mean, I've slept in lots of places, but that was the main one. So with potentially our last ever trade to Cliff Briscoe, we get 1,199 caps, selling the junk we picked up along the way. Boone's room. Craig!
You need to leave.
Oh.
Is it time?
No. Craig, I don't need to leave. We need to talk, buddy. I know I wasn't supposed to enter here, but we've done a lot together, man. We travelled the wasteland and I did things that you'd like so that you'd tell me more about yourself. I might have manipulated you a bit, but you know, we had some good time. In fact, we're going to travel together, not for long.
I'm ready when...
Please don't push. Boo's giving me his perk. We're not going to travel together for long, but I'm just going to have one last walk with you. Oh, I remember this as well, with the ranger that tanked the whole town when I was trying to hold back and play it safe. Then I had to go in and tank the place anyway when I took it over.
Hey.
Got infamy against the Legion, and then they chased me from one side of the country to another. Who was he shooting at? Is there still a Legion here? Even with the NCR troops patrolling? Oh, there's another one. I think they're all dead now. That's at least good to know. The amount of times I've blown my legs off in this series is incredible. Oh, there's a legionary mongrel there. Still in danger from somewhere. More mongrels, potentially? There's another legionary. Are you kidding me? Let's punch him. I feel like Boone's doing the damage here and I'm just wasting my time. Oh yeah, definitely my punch that did that. Oh dear. Now this area has mines in it. I think we've already set most of them off, but I need to be safe if I can. The thing about mines is if you move fast enough, you tend to be alright, because you can run over them and get mostly out of their blast radius by the time you're out of there. Oh! One there. So much for safety, eh? We turned this place right around. It was in a proper sorry state when we started. We solved the medical emergencies. We eventually reported about the great cause to Lieutenant Hayes after he moved over here. We got troops from all over the map to come here. We did all the radio quests, which took forever. We couldn't find this guy for a long time and ended up having to wake him every time we needed him. Boone repeatedly started trying to engage bloatflies that live over there. And, you know what, for old time's sake, you can do it again. They know where I am. Come on, flies. Come on. Boone wants some. Craig? Is that a mad one again? It's alright. Come on, Craig. They're yours. Craig, there's bloatflies, buddy. Come on. It's your favourite thing. Shooting things that really don't need to be shot right now. See, now I've taken it down, Craig. It was your one opportunity, and you've lost your opportunity, haven't you? I'm afraid, Craig, that it's been fun, but I'm about to go to what could be my death. Siege's troops are mobilising, and
hey, I want to thank you for bringing me to Bitter Springs. Things seem clearer now.
And that is a nice bit of closure from Boone. I think we should part ways.
If that's what you think.
I do think that. Head home.
Alright.
But, Boone, if you want to come and fight in the dam, I'm perfectly willing for you to come and help me. In fact, any of my followers, you can come and help the gambler out. I mean, when you say followers usually in Fallout, you mean it, you know, as someone that follows the main character around and helps them. Because, you know, they've got a shared interest, or you pay them to do something. But I feel like this game has become something more. The gambler has become the real deal. He's better than the best that has been thrown at him. He's overcome everything and never faltered. The gambler may be some sort of god. Maybe he's the son of Easy Pete, reborn to come and save us all. Or maybe he's just some idiot that got shot in the head, had a bit of an obsession with probability, and is more like Two-Face from Batman than anything else, resembling a hero or a god. However, the dam is here. The dam, the fort in the background. Very soon, this will be where we have to be. It's going to be a tough fight no matter who you are. No matter who you ask. And I just wish I'd been here to
We won't go quietly. The Legion can count on that.
defend the president. Because the most likely scenario is that he was making a speech here and he was sniped out by a Legion sniper. But here is where we faced off with the Khans for the first time. I can't remember how we dealt with them, but off screen I came back here. I ended up killing the Great Khan that was inside. So I'm pretty sure whatever it was that I chose to do here, it was hostile against the Great Khans. Because I went into here and Jessup came out, I believe. Maybe we'll take that bandana. Yeah, I came in here and looking to see if there's any loot, I think. And Jessup came out and attacked me. I ran out because he was dangerous. But he ended up dying on the outside. And Cobra is going to get muted. Do not do what he said. I think we need to say a moment for these shades as well. They've been with us throughout the whole game. Not one thing in this game, other than the gambler himself, has lasted longer than those shades. I've never found a replacement. I know there's an item in the game, the lucky shades, that I was wanting to replace them with, but I never found it. These bridges still give me a bit of anxiety, if I'm honest, because I remember when I was coming round the corner from Camp McCarran, I'm not sure if I was going to trade or if I was going to do something in the south of the map, but I was coming up there and I saw spawn in this area the Legion hit squad. Eventually we fought them in this area too, but then we ran away and my heart stopped when I saw them. Bloody hell. But they started acting really strange, if you remember. When I got the Mark of Kaiser, they were buzzing around like bees for a long time, and then eventually they decided they were going to attack me. And I think that was the first point when I managed to dispose of them that I realised that I, had the strength to potentially finish this game, or potentially do well and get further. Because before that, I'd been quite vulnerable for most of the game, but the gambler proved his strength at that point. Camp McCarran. Spent a long time at this place as well. 3-card bounty, that was so long ago. Bloody hell, that was a long time ago. Talking to Major Darcher there. It wouldn't be New Vegas if we didn't hear that line today, would it? Yeesh. Well, we finally used the Ranger takedown technique in here, and Carrie Boyd ran off till we killed a prisoner.
Haven't you done enough?
I just took a little detour from my intended route because I needed to go back over here and see Camp Golf. It's been quite significant, I think, to this run. Obviously, one of the most hard-hitting emotional moments was when Chief Hanlon, the conversation with him went a bit wrong. And this place was always a beacon of safety compared to the danger of Bitter Springs and the east of the map. And I came here looking for stealth boys that saved my life when I went to do the Brotherhood. And it overlooks the fort and the dam up there. And it was also Robert House's house. So this place is almost like this run's just summed up in one location. Not many stops left now, is there? A gunrunner, Bendertron. We've seen you a hell of a lot. You've been maybe even more than Cliff Briscoe. You've been in our lives. It's been the amount of caps that's passed through between us has been incredible, really. RK's not around, but we're going to see him again, so not to worry about him. I think by the time I got to Freeside, it was the start of the overpowered era, because I got into the walls of this area, and I'm sure there's quite a few challenges and quite a few things that scared me or brought me down to low health, but the safety of these walls and all the quests that they give you here allowed me to level up so much and get the points, and I got a few lucky rolls. I think it allowed me to get as powerful as I have now, because without that I would have never ever been able to take down that Legion hit squad, because I only left here after I really had to. After all of that travelling, I've been walking around for 2 hours. We're going to go to where it ends, to Mr. House, at the end of the road. And what's more fitting than Victor,
partner? Good to see you again.
the person who dug me out the ground, or the robot that dug me out the ground. As much as I hate him, being here to see me off. We're ready. No, we're not. We need to talk to one more person. Veronica, I don't have the dress for you quite yet, but I will get one if I survive this battle. I swear to you. I also think that this penthouse is far too big for, like, one person to live in. And simultaneously, there's 2 double beds in here. I'm not sure, you know, what kind of place this is, but probably hosting some pretty interesting parties if you've got a room with 2 double beds and a sofa, just in the same room with no dividers. You know what I'm saying? If I don't return Veronica, then, you know, you're willing to stay here. I'll make sure House keeps you here, because you've had it rough. You've had it rough, lass. If I do survive, though, I'm coming back with the dress, and I'm going to get the rest of those snow globes. I'm going to get them. I will do. But before we head into battle, there's going to be one last sleep, I think. Make it a nice 8 hours. The gambler needs his sleep before battle. There's nothing left to do apart from talk to Mr. House. We rolled to finish the game with him, and even though I disagree with his approach, the dice have chosen it, and it's time for all this to potentially end, either in bloodshed for the Legion and the NCR, or my death. We'll see very soon. So, are we fully ready? Let's do a little bit of a sit rep. I'm going to reassign my guns, so the shotgun's on 3 instead of 5, just so it's easy to grab. So, number 1, the 12.7mm submachine gun. We've got 1,000 ammo. It's in top condition. Number 3, the top condition riot shotgun with buckshot ammunition. And number 4, the ghost rifle with max charge ammunition in full condition. Enclave armor. What condition are you in? Perfectly fine. Shades are fine. Rebreather's fine. Beret's fine. We are never going to be any more ready than we are right now. Robert House.
The Legion's assault could begin at any moment.
And I'm ready.
We've accomplished a great deal, you and I. One last task and our work is complete. I'll see you in the control room.
This is it. This is win or lose. Win or die. The house always wins. 8 has been completed.
Install the override chip.
We only seem to have one ally. All or nothing has been added. Are we supposed to have more? Well, okay, we can't do anything about it yet. Right. So, I forget how this battle goes. I've not finished this game that many times. I'm going to try, and if we can... Oh! That's not great. Stay back and snipe if I can. Oh, there's Legion right there. That's one down. I think we've got 12.7mm submachine guns, so I can fix mine up if needs be. Sending the Centurions. Taking them out pretty well here. That's 2 or 3 kills already for the gambler. Come on, let's keep pushing forwards. Infamy game, but that's expected. We're back to detected. Right. It's just us and the Rangers. There's no point looting anything at this point that... yeah, there's no point looting anything that we can't use directly for this battle, so... I'm not going to do any looting that's not going to help me directly now. Any health items are worth taking. Anything else isn't. Like, the value of stuff is not something we need to think about right now. Because we can't sell anything from this battle because we get taken back to before. Take all his healing stuff. And it's a shame I can't carry that out because that is spicy. Any healing stuff I'll absolutely take, but... this stuff, as valuable as it is, I can't take out. I mean, anti-venom's not going to be useless to me, but I'll take it in case. Is that Legion? Yes. There's more Legion coming. There's more Legion coming. Headshot. He's been taken over the dam. We'll probably get the Centurion as well. He's gone. This one there might be a bit of a risk. Or a bit of a more difficult shot, let's say. Here's my opportunity. Miss. Oh, he's on the move, he's on the move. Crippled his right arm, but he knows about me. Let's get the shotgun out. He's been disarmed and he's dead. Can we stop shooting at him now? I'm scared that someone's going to hit me with the stuff. And we didn't get a radiation heal or a water heal even. Sorry, I expected a water heal, so I'll just drink 2 waters now for health and hydration. Okay, right, pushing on up to the barricade in the middle of the dam. There are more Legion and they know about us. Jesus. Oh, here they come. There's an absolute barrage on me right there. Super stim pack. Bloody hell. We've got a crippled limb. Let's take a doctor's bag. I'm nearly dead, bloody hell. Let's take loads of stim packs. Ooh, don't underestimate the dam. My friend's dead, my robot helper. Centurions are not nothing. I think that's all of that wave down now. Bloody hell. Okay, it's already been close to death. It's a shame that the Securiton's dead. He was laying down some good DPS and a decent distraction for me as well. Right. Healing powder. I'm going to take one of those before I go into the under area of the dam. I'm probably going to take a Hydra as well, just to make sure my limbs are ticking up. We need to go into here, into the tower, because we need to override the thing for Mr. House. Take the lift down to the officers. And I can't remember what resistance I'm going to face in here. I'm sure there's some NCR in power armor that want to stop me from going in there.
Stop right there. No one is allowed into the control room.
Yes, they look pretty tough. So, If I can get a ghost rifle shot on one of them while hidden, that would be very nice. Unless I can speak to them. Can I speak to them? Let's try that first.
Stop right there. You shouldn't be here. It's best if you just move along.
Ooh. It's important I get in there.
It's probably more important that you get out of here alive. You haven't noticed there's a battle going on here. Get out of here.
Wait a sec. I can use a meeting people if I've got one, because it'll get given back. I don't have one. Haha. Okay, do I have any thing that boosts charisma? No, that won't work on max charisma, aren't I? Yeah. Okay, so it's violence. Violence is the way we're doing this. So plan is, ghost rifle that one in the head while hidden. Hopefully it'll be a kill. Switch the shotgun and get the knockdown. We've not moved from hidden. Oh, we're in caution now. Get around the corner. If we can do this stealth, that would be delicious. Back to hidden. Both dead. Very nice. Heavy incinerators they were packing there. Yikes. That is pretty spicy there. Doesn't look like there's much useful that they had. I can't take their armour and see what it was. Right, let's activate this. Insert the override chip.
I knew you'd make it. Resourceful as always. The override module is functioning properly. I'm rerouting power to the Securitron vault at the fort as we speak. I just need you to head over to the East Power Plant and manually activate the switch. When you return topside, I think you'll see that my Securitron army is a little more than the Legion was prepared to handle. Oh, and before you go, grab that printout spooling from the console here. Those papers set the terms for the NCR's unconditional surrender. I thought you might enjoy the honor of presenting them to the NCR's commanding officer once the Legion has been defeated. Cheers.
For God's sake. Right, Mr. House is dramatic to say the least, isn't he? Right, hopefully it shouldn't be too much of an issue to do this bit. I think I shouldn't have any problems moving around and... or maybe I will. I should probably join this belt before all my allies die. I mean, caution, not danger. NCR seem to be okay with me. I think they wiped out all the legionaries pretty handily there. Nothing I need from these lads. If we look at the local map... Okay, we need to go down this corridor to the right, and we should be at our destination. So it's vaguely where I was going. I'll let them deal with that. I don't think the Legion are going to be... Ooh! Maybe they are going to be dangerous to me, because that was very close. Aha, right, yes. This seems to be the switch. East switch, turn it on. Exit out of the east side of the dam. So that's telling me to go back where I came from, up, across and to the right. Hopefully I can do that. Let's get this gun reloaded. Mr. House is everywhere, oh dear. That's a bit terrifying. NCR seem to have handled this for now. We go out of here. And to Hoover Dam Tower. We exit here. Let's get crouched. Switch to Gauss rifle. Hey, the Enclave are here.
Now is not the time.
So we need to be going this way. We have another Securitron waiting for us. Oh, more legionaries. Oh dear. Enclave, please help. We've taken out that one. Okay, have we lost any Enclave yet? I can't see any alive, but I can't see any dead either. So I'm not sure what that means for me. Keep processing along here. We've got... I think we're all okay. I think. There might be some died, I'm not sure. Keep going along. Securitrons are dealing with this for now. Seem to be doing okay too. Seems to be doing very okay. Okay, right, that's a cleared way. We are pretty much at the entrance to this place now. We've pushed our way up over the dam. There's only a few left guarding the gate to this side of the fort. The Legion camp. Bloody hell, them lads are a bit much. Okay. I think that's all she wrote for the Legion on the outside of this area. It's just the interior now. I don't know what's up with these guys' helmets, but they don't seem to have loaded in properly at all. But it's fine. It's fine. We're at the gates. I want to thank you, all you guys, and wait, where's Okay, he's not here. He might be dead.
Let's get going.
Right.
We have a battle.
The Legates camp. We don't get anyone coming in here to help us, I don't think. It'd be a lot easier if we did. What do we do? I remembered wrong. Right, let's get a snipe on, if we can. Take as many out from long range before we have to go in ourselves. Enclave are in here with me. I'm not sure. I don't remember that happening before. I mean, it's probably been that way always, but that's a dummy. Oh, there's one there. I don't know where the other ones are. I know there's quite a few Praetorians in this vague area, but I don't know where. This unnerves me going into this place. I'm gonna have to fight the Legate is the big problem. I'm not gonna be able to do this peacefully. I'm not gonna be able to talk him down. And I don't think I'm gonna be able to talk General Oliver down either.
Who's there? You won't escape me.
The Enclave have come all this way. Are they supposed to do that?
Anybody there?
There is some Legion over there, but... where exactly? I prefer to get eyes on them before they get eyes on me. Who is over here, by the way? Oh, it's Brahmin, right. That makes more sense. There is an enemy somewhere over here. Are they in the tower? Where's the enemy? I'm not sure. There's an enemy over that way, though. I can't see the whatever compass marker was over there. Can't see any more enemies over here, but there are some in this area. I want these taken out before I have to take out anyone as dangerous as the Legate. Oh, that one's dead. Come on, Enclave, please. Thank you. Right. It looks like that's all I'm going to have to take out before I take on the Legate. There he is. There's the man himself. Okay. Let's get the shotgun out and ready. We're going to blast him with as many shells as we possibly can.
An envoy of Vegas, yet you carry yourself for battle. If so, You cannot truly be of that city of cowards.
If you think you got any chance of taking Hoover Dam, you're wrong.
Many graves in the East are filled with those who said as much, with braver words, not backed by strength. It is Kaiser's will this gate to the west bear the flag of the Legion. Kaiser's will shall be done.
What? Caesar giving you orders from beyond the grave?
Kaiser's will is the will of the Legion and the West. All beneath the flag of the Great Bear exist to test the strength of the Legion. The West shall fall as the East fell, and all the tribes that stretch to the setting sun shall bear the mark of the Legion.
Maybe you're willing to listen to reason.
I see you fight with words, like all beneath the flag of the Bear. Let us hope your skill with weapons proves greater.
There's options here, right? We may as well roll for them. I don't think I can, I don't think we've got any chance of being able to talk him down, but we may as well roll to see what we want to do. There's 5 options here, right? There's just the 5 options on screen. So between 1 and 5 I'm going to roll. Give me a number between 1 and 5.
5.
Okay, straight to it, gambler. I'm sick of talking. Let's end this.
For the Legion.
This is it. It's down. Let's reload. And stayback's working absolute wonders. I've been taken from somewhere. Oh dear. Right, let's... that... Oh dear. Okay. Take a healing powder, take some stim packs, switch back to the shotgun. He's down. Get shots on his head. There's more Legion coming in. Oh, Enclave's getting killed. Okay. He seems to have run off a bit, the Legate. There's explosions everywhere. Let's take down some Legion. Best we can. We're getting pelted with bullets. Legate's back. Oh dear. Oh dear. Bloody hell, he's fast, isn't he? Let's get the shotgun out. Jesus Christ. Fire in vats, as many as we can. We've knocked him down. Let's get more fire on him. Come on! Come on! Okay, we're on low health, please. Please survive this now. The Legate's down! They're on the run. I think we might have done it. We've used most of the ammo in the shotgun. But I think we might have done it. We need to survive these last few. Oh, we're still being pelted though. Oh dear. We're stunned out of the woods as much as I thought we were. The main man's dead, but will we get out alive? Okay, things are going well. Our Enclave buddies are still alive. We're getting lots of damage down on the Legion. Take more stim packs. Okay, we're back to hidden. We've got a level up. If we survive this and go into the DLC, what I'll do is I'll gain the XP that I gained from this mission, and I will give myself this level up again, essentially. So, this, if I survive the confrontation with General Oliver, this will stand. Okay, we're so close to finishing this game. I think we might have done it. There's still the general to deal with, but let's just get this roll. Let's get this roll done. Give me a number between 1 and 13.
8.
Repair. It's okay.
Here's a random number, 14.
Now that is very frustrating. It took me literally 7 takes for Google to be able to hear 17 rather than 70. But 14 is annoying me even more. I did not want repair going up particularly that much. I wanted it going into other points. Speech would have been nice. You know, guns, energy weapons would have been nice. Lockpick would have even been nice. Get up to 75 so I don't have to boost it. But repair. It's fine. A random number between 1 and 13.
Here's a random number, 6.
Medicine. Again, not great, not particularly what I want to be getting stuff into at this stage. My medicine's already high enough that Stimpaks are healing me well. I want, you know, speech and guns. A random number between 1 and 3.
2.
At least it's a round number. A random number between 1 and 13. For the last point of the main series.
Here's a random number, 3.
And in perfect Fort New Vegas hardcore roulette nature, the last point we get is a complete dud. At my count, there are 57 perks I can choose from here, so a random number between 1 and 57.
6.
Another low number, what's that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Utterly useless. Utterly useless. I mean, even at a low level, that's not a good perk. It's a waste of a good effect it could be getting. Swift learner it is, 10% more experience, which... No. Right. Okay, back head in the game, because we're about to finish this game. And I don't know why I'm taking the money. I'm not going to have these items in it when we finish. So, I'm probably going to have to fight this fella. So I'm going to have the shotgun ready. We are up to full. We have Psycho, we have Medics. Okay, I'm going to take Psycho and Medics before I get into the conversation. I don't know if it's going to have worn off because of conversation, but I think in conversations time technically freezes. I should have used those before when I was fighting the Legate, to be honest. But I didn't think. There he is, the General.
Caesar on the cross. Been a long time since I've seen the kind of work you've laid down today. A damn long time. And the screams of those Legion bastards as they kick dirt running east like a choir of angels to my ears. Speaking of, that crazy light show over the fort? What the fuck was that? Some kind of thumb of God you called down? Amazing. Fucking amazing. Could use 100 of you. Just scatter you over the east like jacks. Give those plum fucks the what for.
A number between 1 and 3.
1.
I didn't take the damn for you, General. I took it for Vegas.
Vegas? What, the families? Or house? You're talking about house.
Oh, there they are.
What is this Brahmin shit? I'm not getting the feeling we're all about to sing Kumbaya here.
Okay, right. This is a roll. A number between 1 and 3.
2.
Oh, it's not the attack one, not quite yet. Singing isn't necessary, but I do have a paper for you to sign.
What the hell are you talking about? What is this? The free economic zone of New Vegas? What the hell does that mean? Oh, wait. Here we go. demands NCR's immediate withdrawal. Withdraw? Like fucking hell we're withdrawing. We just held the dam. We didn't do it to let it go. This paper of yours isn't fit to wipe my ass. If you think after all that's happened, I'm going to grab my ankles and take it like the Legion.
A number between 1 and 5.
Here's a random number, 3.
The terms are fair. Refusing them would not be in your best interest.
You know I won't surrender the dam. And certainly not to the ghost man of Vegas and his new right hand of the week.
A random number between 1 and 5.
5.
Oh, it's happened! Forget it. Let's finish this.
Figured as much. Come on, you sons of
Right,
bitches.
straight into VATS. Straight into VATS. No, it's not. Okay, VATS has triggered now. We're going to go straight for the knockdown on Oliver if possible. Maybe even the kill. If we've got any more left, I'd like to take that veteran. Okay, he's down. Let's get the DPS weapon. Oh, we seem to have won this quite handily. Okay, let's stand back a bit. It seems we've just about won that. And now the NCR are fighting the Enclave. Oh dear. Sorry, not the NCR, the Securitrons. Oh my god! Jesus Christ! Can we stop firing rockets, lads? Jesus! Right, okay, take a doctor's bag. My own men might kill me at the very end here. I can't escape, I'm gonna get hit by more rockets. Hide! Oh my god, no, they're firing more, They've hit me again, they've hit me twice! Why? Why has this happened? Guys, stop. No, Robert, you do not get to come and walk up to me like that. Go away. Robert, you're a meanie. You've killed all my friends and nearly blew me up.
You know, I've had thousands of employees in my time. Few met my expectations. Fewer still surpassed them. Your performance has been nothing short of spectacular. If I have need for a specialist of your stripe again, I'll know just where to turn. Back to Vegas, shall we? I really should do something about that monorail with all the new resources at hand. I can make sure it not only runs, but runs on time. Always bothered me, the imprecision. The General's accident was unfortunate. With Kimball dead, the angry Californian public could have used an alternate scapegoat to pillory. In any case, Vegas might see a dip in revenue for a year or two, but eventually the tourists will come flooding back, and their money with them. Vegas will be a shining jewel in the middle of the desert, an oasis of light, a beacon to show mankind the way to the stars. This is just the start, you see. This is where it all begins.
And that is the game complete. Oh, we've got the bug.
Outside Good Springs cheated death once again, and the Mojave Wasteland was forever changed. Mr. House's Securitron army took control of Hoover Dam and the Strip, pushing both the Legion and the exhausted NCR out of New Vegas. Mr. House continued to run New Vegas his way, a despotic vision of pre-war glory. The streets were orderly, efficient, cold. New Vegas continued to be the sole place in the wasteland where fortunes were won and lost in the blink of an eye. The Courier, cruel and merciless, had ensured that Mr. House would maintain complete control over New Vegas and everyone in it. Mr. House afforded him every luxury at his disposal in the Lucky 38, partly out of gratitude and partly out of fear.
Tabitha and Rhonda went east, through Caesar's land. Occasionally, tales of their exploits found their way back west, though few believed them. Eventually, the stories concerning the duo were collected and published, and proved to be quite popular with children.
Invigorated by his travels with the Courier, Raul once more took up his guns in memory of his lost Rafaela. Soon after, the Mojave was filled with tales of the ghost vaquero who hunts down those who prey on the weak.
Mr. House showed little interest on the boomers, who eventually began venturing out to Nellis to meet and trade with travelers.
Buried beneath tons of rubble, the Mojave chapter of the Brotherhood of Steel was no more. Those few who were outside the Hidden Valley bunker when it was destroyed settled into new lives, or headed west to find a new chapter to join.
Though she'd seen the writing on the wall, the destruction of the Mojave Brotherhood came far more suddenly than Veronica had expected. The news devastated her. Despite her best efforts to leave her past behind, she found herself compelled to make one final journey to Hidden Valley. There, she paid her last respects to the only family she had ever known.
The Fiends staged an attack against Camp McCarran during the Second Battle of Hoover Dam. During the NCR's retreat, the Fiends overwhelmed many of the troopers before Mr. House's Securitrons could deal with them.
Though Arcade was proud to have been one of the defenders who turned back the Legion at Hoover Dam, he was crushed by Mr. House's ascent to power. Saddened by the loss of life and liberty in the area, Arcade left the Mojave Wasteland for parts unknown. He was never heard from again.
Travelers continued to stop by Goodsprings Source for water on the Long 15, but rarely would anyone venture into the ruins of Goodsprings itself. Those who did were almost always tourists, come to visit the graveyard where the courier rose from the dead.
The slaughter of the Van Graffs and the Crimson Caravan caused no end of trouble for NCR back west. Already struggling, NCR's supply line suffered further as the two caravans withdrew support until the massacre in the east was resolved. Cass lived to see Hoover Dam in its old world glory, humming with power the likes of which the Mojave had never seen. Vegas burned brighter than ever. Securitrons filled the streets, and Cass's heart skipped, just a little. Her last words were to the dam, and to herself. We were going full speed ahead, but facing backwards the whole time.
During the Battle of Hoover Dam, the Great Khans quickly evacuated Red Rock Canyon and headed north and east into the plains of Wyoming. There, they reconnected with the followers of the Apocalypse and rebuilt their strength. Bolstered by ancient knowledge of governance, economics, and transportation, they carved a mighty empire out of the ruins of the Northwest.
Thanks to the Courier and Lily, a cure for the Nightkin's schizophrenia was found shortly after Dr. Henry's experiment concluded. Nightkin and other super mutants in the wasteland flocked to Jacobstown, and the town became known as a haven where a mutant could find peace.
Lily continued to take her medicine at half doses, and although she remembered her grandchildren, her mind remained muddled and confused. Eventually, she parted ways with the Courier and traveled west, seeking the remnants of her past.
Flush with his victory, Mr. House sent Securitrons into Freeside, thinking to increase his control over the area. When fighting broke out, the Kings fought valiantly, but were no match for the armored killing machines, and were wiped out to the last man.
Revitalized by Violetta's brain, Rex eventually learned to balance the memories of his old life with Violetta's experiences among the brutal fiends. His mind had difficulty adjusting, but Rex eventually found peace with his new, more vicious self.
Shaped up by the Courier's advice, the Misfits distinguished themselves during the Legion's attack on Camp Golf. Mags was finally promoted to sergeant, and the rest of the Misfits received an official commendation. They continued to serve with distinction for many years.
Though Novak was a low-priority target for the Legion, many of Novak's citizens died in its defense. In the weeks that followed, several Bright followers returned to Novak to help restore its defenses, allowing it to remain independent of NCR.
No longer held in check by his conscience, Boone found lucrative work as a mercenary and assassin. No job was too violent, no target too innocent. As long as the caps were good, Boone would take the job.
After Hoover Dam, the leaderless powder gangers at the correctional facility vanished into the wastes, leaving the prison empty. The correctional facility became another abandoned ruin in the wasteland, its carcass occasionally picked over by enterprising prospectors.
After the majority of the Vault 19 powder gangers joined the Great Khans, the weaker members scattered throughout the Mojave wasteland. Though a few managed to erase their past, most never survived the journey.
After Hoover Dam, Sheriff Myers runs Prim with his own style of frontier justice. He deals with most folks fairly, but now and then someone winds up dead with little to no evidence against them.
After the death of Chief Hanlon, the power of NCR's Rangers was broken for years. Their organization, so reliant on the wisdom and guidance of its elder members, became a shadow of what it once was to people across the wasteland.
After their bold arrival at Hoover Dam, the remnants disappeared as quickly as they came.
Because they're all dead.
Legends of their power spread throughout the Southwest, a reminder of why people once feared the sight of vertibirds in the sky.
And so the Courier's Road came to an end, for now. In the new world of the Mojave Wasteland, fighting continued, blood was spilled, and many lived and died just as they had in the old world. Because war never changes.
Wow. And that was that. We have finished Fort New Vegas on hardcore mode, with no fast travel, with, apart from the tiny bit of radiation healing we got, no radiation healing, with rolling for every decision that put us in so many dangerous situations, not having companions with us. We completed every quest and made it to the end. I have realised, however, I forgot how much XP I got during that, so when I've got a minute, I'm going to give myself some XP to get up to the correct level. But that won't be for a little while. That won't be for a little while, because what is going on? What is that noise? Bloody hell. Since I'm going to have to talk over that, I'll just talk in front of the house and I'll turn down the volume and post. But, so we have finished the Battle of Hoover Dam. We've finished the game. We have completed it, and that is honestly incredible that I've managed to do that. So what's going to happen is that I am going to do the DLC, but there is going to be a little break. When we come back, we will absolutely do the DLC. And I'm not sure which one I want to do first. I know which one I'm doing last because, you know, it makes sense that it's last. Lonesome Road is the last DLC. But I'm open to suggestions, or maybe even a poll, of which DLC I should do first. So, Honest Starts, Old World Blues, Dead Money. Either of those three, tell me what you think. But for now, from me and Big Robert House up there, this has been Fort New Vegas Hardcore Roulette, the final episode. Thank you for watching, and ta-ra!